Okay. They posted a couple other promos as well. If you go to his page, they're actually pretty active. And by the way, it made me think of something. Now, I think with most people, this would be kind of seen as, yo, bro, this is kind of like tasteless, right? Like, the guy died. But it's one of those situations where it's like, yo, it's get it how you live it. Like, these guys were living, they've always lived with the idea that life and death was like this almost like cyclical thing. So could I be mad at his homies or maybe his family for using his page like this? Like say when X died, if Cleo did this with X's page, I'd be furious. I would be like, what the fuck? But this is like Julio, who was clowning other people about dying, and you know what I mean, almost, you know, constantly had to talk about, you know, possibly him dying. So watching this, now they got to bury this guy. He was the money provider for them, and they probably feel they could squeeze out some couple extra bucks by using his profile rather than preserving the sanctity of the account. They said, fuck it, let's do these promos, right? And let me see if I can find promo. Yeah, he said, why would y'all remember? Comment below. Let's see this.
You do pass away. What do you want to be remembered for?
As a funny, good-hearted young man who loved his people, loyal to his people.
Now, I know this is a morbid event. You do pass away. What do you want to be remembered for?
As a funny, good-hearted young man.
Now, this page don't even seem to be posting as if they're like mourning. They seem to be like, they actually were celebrating how much money they made. Also, they went on No Jumper, and you know, I guess they're trying to confuse the fans because they're planning to use this page. Clearly, they plan to use this page to post more promos and keep getting a lot of, you know, whatever amount of money they could get from the attention, because everybody went, like, Foolio, from what I believe, I think he didn't have 1 million followers. So he's gained like over 30%, you know, like over 30% of his followers came after he died. So he gained damn near 500,000 followers. So he has 1.4 now, and the engagement is crazy high. So I think they're probably hitting up the people that he's done promos for and say, we'll run the promo again back on the page if you pay some higher amount. And they're kind of cashing out. But it led me to think about something. I'm like, it's clearly because of the type of content that Foolio was doing. He was clowning other people about their death. He's almost like this drill rapper. People don't care that his account is being used like that. Actually, people just commenting. They're not like, oh, Foolio is like probably one of the first people that I've seen die that there's not like mass people crying. Like, people are like, oh, all right, he dead. But is he dead? Like, all right, whatever. They kind of look at him like how people used to look at the people in Chicago like, damn, they're a character. So his page is being used and nobody's like, yo, get off his page. They're like, whatever, man. You get what I'm saying? And somebody said they gotta wait a few months. Well, they're trying to win with the engagement, right? Also, they threw this into the air to confuse people, and this proves to me they're trying to use this page for longer.
As a nigga, I'll fuck with you, so I just want to, you know what I'm saying? We need to do this again next year.
Yeah, that's love, bro. I'm gonna be here for sure. I ain't gonna know it. I'm a demigod, man. You can't get me.
Where'd you get the demigod thing from?
Kratos. Bro, I play a lot of games and watch a lot of movies.
Stranger Things, they be saying that shit too.
Kratos, man. I'm a demigod. They can't get me.
As a nigga, I'll fuck with you, so I just...
Okay, so basically, you know, he threw it into the air that he's a demigod, and, you know, basically a demigod doesn't die. Now, make no mistake about it, Foolio is 100% deceased, right? But of course, whoever's controlling his page, they're going to be playing with this cryptic, like, oh no, maybe he's not dead. Why? Just because that they're trying to generate revenue. And again, if it was any other rapper whose like life wasn't about what Foolio's life was about, I think people would be like, yo, where's the decorum? Where's the, you know, the sanctity? But I think it's Foolio. By the way, whoever's running the account been still dissing Young and Ace. Anyway, look at the stories they're posting. Look, demigod. So now they're trying to claim he's a demigod. By the way, we've heard nothing about an autopsy. We've heard nothing about a funeral. They're not talking about commemorating his life. Like, hey, yo, let's have these moments. No, they're just talking about money shit. Look, they have a story highlight where they're saying, look, the first rapper to make $250,000 off a promo ad. All distros, Telegram, tap in now in the DMs, right? they're showing that 1.6 million people viewed that story. You get what I'm saying? Which again, crazy engagement. You know who used to get that? Well, like 6ix9ine used to get that. X used to get like wild engagement on a story post. Because remember, X wouldn't post on his like main page; he would just only do story. Yeah, he would get crazy engagement. And they post a picture of him. For so long. And then they're playing Jesus Walks. Like Jesus, man. We haven't heard anything about the funeral at all, right? Remember what the mom said? Anyway, it was kind of wild when we seen that account posted under Young and Ace's post. By the way, Young and Ace dropped the second song. We're gonna get into that, but they posted garbage under his new song called Game Over. And Young and Ace says, Foolio, you still fucking with me, dude? I love you forever. That's crazy. Like, it's so cryptic when they have like this type of like conversation. And you know, whoever runs the page wants to kill Foolio, right? Foolio also put garbage. Oh, that was the other one. And he puts under this other one, he says cap, and he puts popcorn. Like, I don't know what that means, right? I think that was the Do It song or whatever. Now, the interesting thing about that, you know what I was thinking about when it came to Foolio? I'm like, if any rapper could try to kick this off, right? If any rapper could try to kick this off, Foolio could, or the person who's behind Foolio's account, right? Yo, if this is the moneymaker for the family right now, granted, you know he was only making like supposedly like $3,000 for a club appearance, so he wasn't making much money. So let's say they did get $250,000 off his deceased account's post. Would this be one of the times? And I said, if it wasn't him, I wouldn't even suggest this. But because they're kind of disrespecting anything, sanctimonious about his death, why not do this? Would you offer promo services and use a AI Foolio to do it and post it on the page to get the bag? So yeah, he's dead, but the AI, you can recreate his voice movements with AI and him do promos. Keep getting the bag for as long as you can. Maybe you can run up $1 million or $2 million. That will give a bunch to the moms. All the guys I used to rock with them, break them off, because it don't seem like nobody cares. I would say run the AI. Kid you not. Yo, Charleston White's so funny. He says the police is running this page with family consent. Hilarious. You get what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all have already done those, because you got to realize this is a shelf life on the actual promos. Like, these are maybe promos he cut before but didn't put up yet, or ones he did before that they went back to those same people and said, we could put it up again, just give us the bag. But you could do promos for anybody if you're doing promos. Just make an AI version of him. You get what I mean? Just make an AI version of him. You have so many things of his voice, and you could just kind of have his body movements look almost like realistic through AI. Yeah, fuck it. I think that would work. I definitely think that would work. Now, Young and Ace, which, you know, I heard a very important point, and I'm wondering if Young and Ace is thinking about this. I want to give credit to the person who I heard it from. Let me see. Young and Ace. I heard it from, it's actually Rainwater. I was watching him on Adam and Wack show, and he made such a great point. And I'm going to repeat his point, but I have to give him his credit. For a lot of these drill rappers, whether they want to admit it or not, they need their op. They need their op. Like, put it like this now. Young and Ace, you don't get you need someone to diss. It hits different when we know you're dissing someone that we know. When you're dissing a block that we don't even know Jacksonville like that to know the blocks or the hoods. We know like KTA, ATK and all that shit, but like we don't necessarily know really, like, it's not like entrenched like when it comes to Chicago. Like in Chicago, if somebody say fuck O Block, like shit, like people know O Block, like, and that's just place. Young and Ace might kind of need Foolio, right? Might kind of need Foolio to direct his disses at for them to have relevance. Now, here's the thing. He dropped the 2 songs. They were number 1 and number 2 trending, right? So, of course, right now, these songs are relevant. But think about it like 2 years from now. It's going to seem weird and corny if you're dissing a dead person. So, the Do It song is now number 2 trended. And the Game Over song he just dropped is number 1 trended. By the way, listen to the intro of this song. Could somebody tell me what's up with this like Don Julio porn thing? I suppose he's supposed to be disrespectful to him, right? Like, but why is it the Don Julio? Could somebody explain that to me? Please explain that to me. Says game over. Somebody says his last drink. Okay, I can't. Okay, so